Hey everyone, we are in California as part of YouTube Next Up, and I am with the beautiful Nikki Phillippi. I've had so much fun getting to know her. Be sure to check out her channel. She is a mega star on YouTube. And we're all here as part of YouTube Next Up. And we have fun out there. We're kind of like soul sisters in a little way. Like we have this like health food thing going on. So we decided to do a Superfoods haul and show you guys some of our favorite little items. So we went to a beautiful Whole Foods, had a lovely lunch. It was huge, lovely lunch. And now we're going to share some of our goodies. So I will kick it off. Now these, I have to be honest, I've never actually had them, but I've heard awesome things and I'm super excited to try them. They actually don't have these in my Whole Foods, but this is called Sea Snacks. And this is actually, all that's in this is seaweed, olive oil, and sea salt. And as we know, like seafood is a superfood. I mean, there's tons of minerals and phytonutrients that we can't get from land plants. And so I'm super excited to try these, and they're so clean and good for you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Question. Okay, so I bought some of those the other day.
You did?
But I wasn't really sure what to do with it. Do I just roll it up with some food, or?
Yeah, that is a good point. I think you can just like eat it like you would like chips or, you know what I mean? Like, and I think like a sheet at a time. I don't know if you want to like totally overkill on them because it might be like a little bit rough on the digestion, but I don't know. I mean, I guess you could put some like something on it and like roll it up, like use it an alternative to bread. Cool. Anyway, so that was my first little selection.
She kind of guided me in the superfood department because I was like, I don't know, I eat blueberries, and so she kind of guided me. And this first thing, she was like, if you like blueberries and you like berries, you have to try this. And I'm so glad you did. It's in a little bulk bag because we got it from the bulk section. What are these called? Golden berries?
Yes, golden berries.
They're really good. They're kind of like raisin-esque, except they're like zingier. She described them as like Sour Patch Kids, and they kind of are. They're like healthy Sour Patch Kids, and I like them a lot. So that's the first thing that I got.
All right. Well, speaking of bulk, I got some Brazil nuts. Now, of all the nuts, this is a tree nut, so some people do have allergies to them, but they are really good for you because they have selenium, which we talked about in the other video on her channel, so be sure to check it out because we did a haul with her. But selenium is something that's really deficient in our diets. A lot of the selenium was found in the soil, but so it's really important to supplement with it. I love using food instead of taking supplements, and like 2 Brazil nuts a day is all you need, and they're super delicious. Dan loves them.
Yeah.
And you dip them in a little sea salt. Oh my gosh, delicious.
He does love those things. It's actually really funny. I had heard that from like another crunchy vlog, and I was like, that's so cute. But 2 of those Brazil nuts a day.
That's right.
It's awesome. Okay, so the next thing I got, I really like chia seeds. I didn't realize apparently that's superfood.
Sure.
So I guess one of those, correct? And this is a Mama Chia seed drink in kiwi lime. And I just really like it. It's really gooey and jello-y, and I've heard that chia seeds are really great for like getting rid of toxins in your body that can't be removed with water because it grabs onto them with their little jelly consistency. So I really like this stuff. Nice. It's yummy.
I gotta try that. I haven't tried that yet.
It's good.
All right, now if we get a little bit into like the sweet department, these are Jenny Macaroons. These are really tasty. So coconut is a superfood. It's so good for you. The fats that are found in coconut are the same that are found in breast milk, and that's like nature's perfect food, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so these, what's in here? It's basically just like egg, honey, and coconut, and they're super, super sweet, so like a little goes a long way, but it's just nice to have a little, sometimes you just want a cookie or something, but there's no flour, and it's just a really healthy snack.
Isn't the aren't macaroons those things that people take pictures of on Instagram that are like the little double layer cookies with the fluffy stuff in between?
Those are those meringues?
What are those
cookies? I don't know. Maybe there is a type of macaroons.
I feel like that's like a healthy version of that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like I think
cool.
there's different ways you can make them, but yeah, so these are good.
Very cool. Okay, so the next thing, she was like, you have never tried this, and I just didn't really grow up around honey, and so she was telling me that it's really, really great for you. So I got really raw honey, and I'm excited because what were some of the things that you were saying?
So raw honey, the enzyme, first of all, it contains lots of natural occurring enzymes, and these enzymes help us break down starch. So if you think about it, honey you love to have like an oatmeal or on toast, like all these things that are starchy, and it's actually made that way because it's supposed to help you digest them. So that's really good. It's really good for if you get sick with lemon and hot water. I sometimes will just take like a teaspoon after a meal. It's just like something sweet, but also it helps you just digest because it has these natural occurring enzymes.
That's really interesting. I didn't know any of that. I'm really excited to try this. Like, I think this is the thing that I'm the most excited about. Cool. So there's that.
All right. And then this is like one of my favorite things of all time, kombucha. Okay?
People love that stuff.
And this is like $4 a container, so I don't really get them that often. I went through this period where I was having like one a day, and I'm like, this is becoming a problem. Because I was spending like $100 a month. So now I just like treat myself like once a week or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is kombucha. Now this one is called the Synergy because they mix in different things. Because kombucha on its own is like this fermented tea, and they make it with this like gnarly mushroom, and it's like kind of very. It almost tastes like vinegar. So you need to like blend in some fruits and stuff to make it taste better. So this one in particular has ginger and blueberry. So those are both two superfoods. Ginger is really good for digestion. It's really good for inflammation. Blueberries, as we know, has got tons of antioxidants, which are great for cancer and diabetes and all sorts of diseases. So this is their gingerberry flavor. It's delicious, and that's really good for you. So it's good to have this also with meals because it has naturally occurring enzymes, which help you digest.
Dude, people love that stuff.
It's
I wish
addictive.
I liked it.
You don't like it?
I don't like it. It tastes like I'm drinking alcohol.
Yeah, it does have like a little bit of an alcohol. I think it has like under 1% of alcohol. So.
I see. That's the thing is I'm really sensitive to like alcohol taste.
Yeah.
So that's probably why. But I have friends that are obsessed with that stuff, and they all see really great results. So okay, the next thing I was also led to by her, and this is the Two Moms in the Raw. Let's see, gluten-free goji berry nut bar. So this one I'm also gonna have to kick over to you because I don't really know what I got, but she directed me in this direction.
This is, okay, these are also very, very expensive, but for a once in a while treat, it's totally raw. So it has all these grains that are soaked. It's got the goji berries, which are really awesome. It's got nuts are really awesome. And you might be like thinking like, why do you soak things? It just makes them a lot more digestible. And the more you can digest things, the more you're going to assimilate all that nutrition and the minerals and the vitamins. So these are super delicious, and yet there's nothing that's bad in them for you. So I think they're great for like breakfast or a snack bar or something like that.
That's awesome. I had never heard of this brand before, so that's really cool. There were actually a lot of things that seemed to be at this Whole Foods that I had never heard of.
They have like a lot of really cutting edge
Maybe it's just because I was shopping with you, though, and I hadn't noticed some of these things. She was like opening my eyes.
Okay, the last thing is a lot of this, this is kind of another seaweed thing, but these are kelp granules, okay? So another thing we are really deficient with in our diets is iodine, especially if you try to eat healthy and you don't eat a lot of like packaged processed foods, which has the iodized salt. We are really deficient in this. So unless you're eating like tons of seaweed or like sushi or that kind of thing, you're gonna probably be deficient in iodine. In fact, there's a doctor who does a lot of work with iodine. I can't remember his name, it's like Dr. Brownstein or something like that. But he had done tests with thousands and thousands of people, and like 95% of people are deficient in iodine. So you can pretty much like assume that we're deficient, okay? So this stuff, you can just need like a quarter teaspoon. It gives you your like more than enough iodine for your daily, RDA or whatever. But it's really delicious. You can put it on like popcorn, you can put it in a soup, you can put it on a potato. And for me, this is just like a superfood because it's giving us these important minerals that we're not getting because of our depleted soils, and just a really easy way to get it in, and you can't even really taste it. So
doesn't it have a little bit of a salty taste to it?
It does. So it does have kind of a natural salt taste, so you can even like cut back on your regular salt by using this.
Can you get that at Whole Foods?
Yes, you can. Yeah, Whole Foods, or you can order online like at Vitacost or Amazon.com. That
That's
sort of
really
thing.
interesting. Okay, another question. I'm like questions McGee.
Okay.
So I've heard that iodine has to do with like your thyroid too,
Very much
right?
so, yes.
Because my sister's taken iodine supplements before. I was curious.
Yeah, so it's very like thyroid boosting. I mean, if you take too much iodine, it can actually be harmful for your thyroid. So that's why I like this. I always like to do it through food, because you can take an iodine supplement, but through food is like your body can like, work with it better and maybe like get rid of excess better too.
I used the word assimilate like I really knew what I was talking about right there. She was using it. I'm like, assimilate, totally.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We had so much fun. Be sure to check out her channel, Nikki Phillippi, because we did a junk food haul. So it's a junk food, but like healthy junk food. So you might find some new treats. She introduced me to some new stuff. So be sure to check it out, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for having me on your channel.
My pleasure.
I'm all about that, stashing stuff in your bag for the movie theater. They didn't have that kind of stuff. So speaking of genetically modified corn, I already opened it, but I really like these tortilla chips. These are from Garden of Eden, like Garden